All right, it's time to get your swirl on. We're talking about Swirler. It's a new dating reality show online, but there's a twist here. These singles are open to finding love outside of their own race, hence the name Swirler. Crystalline Karazin is the co-host of Swirler, and many are really describing this, Crystalline, as a groundbreaking dating show. This is happening online, right in your YouTube channel. So what have people been saying? What's their reaction?
Finally, that is
Right?
the reaction. Yes, everybody's like, yes, at last, finally, a show that reflects really what we're doing, the diversity of America, and how we're changing and how demographics are changing and how just the global village has brought all the different people together in this wonderful melting pot. And so we're really excited, but what we get a lot is finally and more.
And have you seen, this concept sort of born from your own experience? I know you're in an interracial relationship and you wrote the book Swirling. So what do you hope people take away from this show that they're not going to get from a show like The Bachelor, so to speak?
Well, this is kind of a joke, but seriously, there's some things that you can say in jest that actually are true. And one of the things that I jokingly say is that it's a show that nobody has to hold their breath and wait for the minorities to be voted off. I mean, they are the show. They are part of the show. And so I think that what we want for people to understand about the show is that we're really just people underneath. I mean, we may look different on the outside, but people are people and attraction is attraction. So we're just trying to display that you can find love in a variety of different packages. It's not just, what you might think. So we really want to inspire people to date different and to think different. And so that's why with the show, there is also an element of online dating. So this is the first show where there's an element of an online dating platform. So perhaps maybe people would get inspired by what they see on the show and maybe try to get their swirl on themselves.
And
offline.
You practice what you
or
preach.
Online.
Yeah, exactly. You're in
Absolutely.
an interracial marriage. What's your dating experience, or what was your dating experience like compared to some of the singles on the show?
For me, it was strange at first because, I was wondering, like, when do you bring up the elephant in the room? It's like, well, we don't match. Our colors don't match. So, like, how do you bring that up? And, do we have enough similarities that we can make it work? Is there enough attraction to make it work that we can move beyond those differences? And so with me and my relationship, I embraced those differences. I found those differences to be a turn on. And I think that you'll be seeing a lot of that in the show. I think that you're going to see people who are inspired to think differently and to, perhaps change things up a little bit.
And they will be able to see it in Swirler. Crystalline, so good to have you. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.